Hey friends, Shuttle Silly Gaming here, and we're back with part 3 of building a shuttle in career mode. And in the last one, we managed to get into orbit, we got a ton of money, and we unlocked these cool plane parts. So we're going to try and build a plane, and this is something I've never been able to do well, because I don't really know what I'm doing. But I know the basics that we want. We're going to use a science bay. We want it to be stable. And this thing's going to be pretty small, but we're just going to hope that it flies. And there's a lot of things you're meant to do to make sure that it flies right and stuff like that, but I don't really know what they are. We're just going to try it. I know that there's meant to be, if you have these things on, that the blue thing's meant to be behind the yellow thing, but not by much. So maybe we'll move those wings there. And we want some wheels. Now the wheels never actually do anything decent because they just crash all the time. But we're going to put them... Tell you what, could we put them right on the tip? Like that. I don't know if that thing's gonna fly. But then what we want is a couple of these radial decouplers. Oh god, I hate doing this. There we go. Like that. And on top of these, we want these tiny little fuel tanks. Like that. And we want these tiny little basic jet engines, and we want a small circular intake, and that is our plane. What we can do is just move these wings back a tiny bit, and hopefully this thing's gonna fly. What we are gonna do though is just stick a parachute right in the middle there in case we cannot land this thing. But let's go plane. Like that. And we also don't want to decouple those engines, so we'll leave that out of it. We probably could have used something else instead. But let's try and fly this thing. This is probably not going to work, because I just cannot do planes for the life of me. I spent hours yesterday on a different one trying to do it. I mean, are those wheels even touching the floor? And look at the state of this runway. It is basically, we don't have, well, at least we survived. But you see, there's a lot of things I'm forgetting already, like the ruddery looking things, which are these. And I don't know if these, how well these go on these funky looking swept wings. We might need to change that, or we can just do it that way. I am a genius. I just realized something. If you turn off circular, if you turn off this thing and make it circular, they actually, I've not known that in the entire time I've played this game. And we're gonna stick some massive ass tail fins on there. Okay, so this time it's gonna work. That used to be the name of an old album of a band I was in many years ago. It was at the beginning of a song. This time it'll work. I don't think it's gonna work because this runway needs a lot of work. It worked! It didn't work. Right. So what we're gonna do is add some more wheels, because wheels are always the way to go. And we are gonna add them there, and somehow we make them face the right way. But this is always a guessing game. Like that. I mean, that looks beautiful. This is going to work. His wheels aren't actually touching the floor, but they will keep it from tipping over, I guess. Hopefully keep it in a straight line. I might need to upgrade this runway. Unless we can just fly. We're in the air. We're in the air. Does the gear go in? The gear doesn't go in, but that's fine. We're actually flying, and this thing, I think it's flying all right. It's going up. It's going down. How does it turn? It turns pretty well. Oh Jesus! Right. Okay. We've got a thing here. We've returned to the surface from orbit. That must have been in the last one. But look at this. We're actually flying. I'll tell you what. If we're over the water, we can do a materials bay check. Get 17.5 science for flying at Kerbal. And we could do a crew report while flying over the water. 3.5 science. Look at this. Right, let's take this thing a little bit higher. I mean, I'll be honest, it's not the most stable thing in the world. But it's doing alright. It's doing pretty good. I can't believe it actually flew. I was expecting this to be one of those episodes where I'm just trying something the whole time and it's really boring. But what we want to do is try and slowly turn this thing around without crashing into the water. I don't know if we're going to be able to land it on that runway, but what we are going to be able to do is kill our speed and use the parachute. Hopefully one parachute will be enough. So, oh my god, I can't believe this thing actually flies. Jeb's loving it. Coming in a little bit low. We are going to kill the speed a little bit. Can't really do anything with flaps here. Let's kill the speed a bit more. This is excellent research though for our shuttle. I mean, I'm going to have to save this one and make sure that I remember it works. And look at the fuel, we've hardly used any. We've used 14 units out of 100. I wonder if we could land this thing on the grass, because the grass is actually... I'm going to quick save there. The grass is actually a lot smoother than the actual runway. Whoa, we're coming in a bit fast. Okay, so let's try and get this thing down and lift the tail up. Look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, we spun. But the brakes are on. And we shut down the engine. We flew. It took 9 minutes and 10 seconds of this recording, which will be cut down, so we won't tell you that on yours. But still, that's a lot quicker than I expected. Damn. Cool. We are going to upgrade that runway, though. And we're going to go and get some science. But how am I going to do this? God, it's still really warm in here. I wish that fan didn't make any noise. Look at the nice new runway, though. I don't know what speed we took off last time. All I know is that we somehow made it, probably with the help of the dodgy runway. Let's try 50 meters per second. No. But, I mean, it's kind of cheating, but we'll take it. And let's do a crew report from over Kerbal shores we've already done. I'll tell you what, we could go to that island over there, because rumour has it that there is a runway. And to get there, we are going to speed time up. We are gonna miss the runway. We came in a lot faster than I thought we would. But look at this, look at this. We might be able to keep it. The rumours were true. The runway did survive. Look at that. We're coming in all right here. We're coming in okay-ish. Let's lift up those wheels. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get the brakes on. We don't want to fall down this hill. Uh-oh. The brakes are... I mean... What we really need to do is shut down those engines. Okay, so we kind of made it. I'm going to take that. From Kerbal Shores, we're going to keep that experiment. We're going to do a crew report. What was I going to do in... Oh, where did I go? I fell off the plane. We're going to do an EVA report. We get a bit more for that. I'm going to sneeze. Wow. Interesting. That is the crew hatch. But... there we go. We can actually get back in. But I'm going to take that as another victory. Whilst I slowly die of the lack of liquid. But we do get some good science there. Crew reports, materials-based studies. And enough for something. Some science experiments, maybe. Or advanced rocketry. We're going to go for the science experiments. We're really going for flying here. Planes rather than other things. Can we get... There. When we get 90 science, we can put another crew member in. A scientist. And we can start doing some real science. But, until then, I'm going to end this episode here. We've done a lot of good today. We haven't killed anyone yet. Oh, and we've got a thing here. You've discovered an abandoned airfield on Kerbal. We did. It's over there. And we'll know that for later missions. And we can find out some cool stuff about that island if there's anything of use there. Maybe there's more planes. I doubt there's more planes. But it's good to know that we have another runway. So thank you for watching. If you've liked it, hit that like button. If you've really liked it, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to go have another drink, turn this fan on, and jump in a cold shower. But, thanks for watching, and don't you go change.